I'm going to show you 4 great headlines. Well, two are great and 2 are absolutely abysmal. Yeah, I'm going to show you 2 off-the-page ads and 2 direct mail letter headlines. As you can appreciate, I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. But I've selected these 2. Here are the 2 off-the-page ads. The first one is a classic ad written by John Watson many, many years ago called Cash If You Die, Cash If You Don't. Now, as a headline, this was absolutely groundbreaking because it was for an insurance product which they'd attempted to market it, attempted to sell it. It wasn't of interest at all. They couldn't sell it. They put it on the shelf. It was gathering dust on the shelf, and John got hold of it and wrote the fabulous ad that you're seeing in front of you now. And the great thing about that headline is, of course, up until that time, with life insurance, nobody had ever mentioned the word die. Oh, Christ, do we die? Is that what we want life insurance for? My God. But, of course, it was so strong as a headline, it stopped everybody. So as soon as you turned the page, then, of course, it just stopped you in your tracks. It's called abruption. Whoa, what's that? You don't expect to see. Cash if you die, cash if you don't. And the ad, as you can see, has got a classic layout, absolute classic DM layout. You've got all the benefits there. You've got great copy, nice subhead to lead into the copy. You've got the gift. You've got the testimonial from the couple. And look at the size of the coupon. I mean, the coupon is a great size and very attractive. One of the greatest off-the-page ads ever written, and will appear in any book of that name. The other one, of course, is absolutely breathtakingly bad, and it really nearly caused me to lose control in La La Land, or Dubai as it's otherwise known. When I actually saw the ad, I turned the page of the magazine, and there it was. And the headline, as you can see, is "We Go Both Ways." Now, it's a very tricky headline, that, because, of course, it has its connotations. And this is a furniture store. So one would be attracted to go into that store if one was attracted by a headline, if you are of a certain disposition, may I say. But we go both ways. Now, it's laughable, of course, but one of the sad things about that is that somebody created that ad, and even more staggering to me is that somebody signed it off without even thinking about how much damage they could be doing to their brand. Now, the direct mail headlines. Here's 2 examples of a good letter headline and a bad letter headline. As you can see, let's start with the bad letter headline first. That word "re." Why in God's name do people in headlines put "re"? If you are talking about a subject matter, it doesn't need to have "re" in front of it. I mean, we get emails with "re" in it, don't we? We know what it means, but it has no place. But if your headline has no benefit in it whatsoever, then there is absolutely no reason at all why somebody should read that letter. There has to be a benefit, there has to be a relevance in the headline. If there isn't, then probably 9 people out of 10 aren't even going to read that letter. They're not even going to get to it. And as you can see, that letter, there's so much wrong with this letter, it's unbelievable. Even the address block is in capital letters. Yeah. And, of course, it talks about them all the way through the letter. Never once in that letter does it say what they are going to do for me. The other headline is in this DM letter for Time Out, as you can see. And this particular letter, or this particular mailing, broke all records for Time Out London in response levels. Why? Well, the headline had so much to do with it, because it is an absolutely breathtaking offer. There is no question about that. And the writer well, it's yours truly, to be fair, but the writer actually delivered that selling message in the headline actually so effectively. And it's not my opinion; it's the opinion of the recipients, because they responded in such numbers that even the client was taken aback with it. But it is delivering the offer very, very, very strongly, straight down the throat. What's quite interesting also, when you notice this letter, that the headline has to, or the first line of the copy after the headline and the second line as well, has to relate to the headline. Because if you're delivering something so incredibly strong as that, then your first line of your copy has to make reference to it. And the offer is so unbelievable. That's why the opening line of the letter, I have just got madness. It's the only word for it, you know. Because people are saying, this is too good to be true. So you have to address that very, very, very quickly, because you know people's reactions are going to be, this is too good to be true. What's the catch? And of course, there wasn't a catch at all. And it was hugely successful. So the importance of a headline in DM, there's a good example, and there's a very, very poor example.